Hello Cancer, this is Magnolia Empress with your reading for May. Let's get this started, shall we? Okay, the first reading is self-sabotage. Okay. Get you up. What are we self-sabotaging? What's going on? Okay, before I read these cards, I'm going to go into the guidebook to see more information on. Okay. Become conscious of how your inner saboteur functions. You're about to sabotage a big opportunity. Okay, now is the time to stop procrastinating and cease focusing your energy on why you are unworthy of wonderful, enriching experiences. The saboteur is terrified of change and guards your heart from that which is meaningful to you, with the misguided belief that if you don't try, you can't fail. It forgets that if you don't escape from your comfort zone, you cannot succeed and experience the love and joy which you would fulfill. Okay, on the lighter side, the saboteur can help you connect to your intuition and help you to listen to your deeper wisdom. It can assist you in deciphering a potentially dangerous situation from an exciting one. Okay. Alrighty. So it's a lot of nines at the top. You're a successful person, very independent, but you lack desire and the energy to move forward. You're having this battle with yourself or with others, and it's causing you to move recklessly. But like the book said, luck is in your favor. Blessings are there. You just need to be mindful of it, move wisely, and don't be. This is the Empress card in reverse. So normally what you touch, it becomes bountiful, but right now you just don't want to do anything. Are you afraid of moving forward? You're moving in the wrong direction. You're moving towards bringing something to an end. Okay, if you're thinking about taking a risk on something, now is not the time. It's best for you to be mindful. Don't make any drastic changes at the moment. The victory, the accomplishment is in thinking things over, finding new ways of doing things, not necessarily jumping in head first and going in a completely different direction. Whatever business or idea or situation that you have right now, you're on the right path. It just doesn't seem that way because you can't figure out how to make that next move. But remember who you are. You are the star and the light in this. Your dreams are, this is what you dreamed about. This is what you feel like you were sent here to do. It's in you naturally to do this, but you feel like you have to be doing something different. You don't trust it. But why are you being so hard-headed, Cancer? This is so unlike you. It's time to nurture yourself. Is it depression or you've been introduced to a vice, or you rather have good times right now. You're trying to distract yourself from this. Are you distracting yourself right now with vices and everything? You rather be in the dark instead of be in the light. And it's something that you need to walk away from. I'm not understanding you right now, Cancer. Normally you're nurturing, and you need to have that nurturing spirit about yourself right now. You give to others, but now it's time for you to give to yourself. Yeah, you're a pure at heart person. And naturally, everything you do, you're a morally good person, so you have this natural blessings come to you naturally. It's not nothing that you really have to think about. You have to think more to be. It takes you more to mess up, more energy to mess up. You're naturally a successful person, but when it comes to you making, you understand the repercussions of everything that you do. And sometimes you just choose to fuck it up. Maybe when you make these decisions, you're under the influence of, rather it be substance or another person. You make bad decisions when you're under the influence. Once you put a blind eye to everything, and you kind of fold your arms and say, I'm not gonna do this. This is when the shit storm starts. But in order for you to get things to start up again and move in your calling, you have to gather yourself up and walk away from this. Stop being foolish. Stop being under the influence. You have something manipulating you, and you're allowing it to. That's the thing. You're allowing something or someone to influence you when you know better. Use those pinchers to attack. Don't let somebody misuse you when you know better. That's the thing, you know better. All right, so how do we get out of this? The path. Stay on the path. It's dark right now, but move into the light. Step into the light, Caroline. Step into the light. All right. I know that was corny, but I had to seize the moment, y'all. Forgive me. Okay, Spirit. So how do we get back on the right path? How do we get on the right track of this naturally bountiful life that you have? I know it's a lot to know that you're a successful person and success come easy to you, and you feel like, no, it's got to fuck up some kind of way. It doesn't make sense for me to. Everything else around me, everybody's having these bad moments and I'm not. And so maybe you feel subconsciously that you have to have a fuck up moment so you can fit in with everybody. But no. Point blank period. No. Stop that. If I had a switch right now, I'll pop you. Okay. Total Eclipse of the Heart, Bonnie Tyler, is in my head right now, but it's just that one little part where it's turn around. That's all I'm hearing. Turn around from these ways that you have going. Get back into nest. Get back in your bubble. Release and move on and walk away and get back into this air energy state of mind of doing what's right and being on your natural path. Put those vices in check. Okay? Let it go for a little while. It's okay if you ain't nothing wrong with having a little nip, a little wine, or or glass, but not to a point to where you can't function and you can't do the things that you need to do. All right. If you have to sneak away from this kind, do that. But because spirit will guide you on the right path. Crows are like omens, and they give signs of when the shit is coming around the corner. They're like the warning, that's the blessing in the crows. They let you know, hey, stop, think about it. And don't make these foolish decisions that you're doing. Remember who you are. Before, you were feeling sad about the accomplishments that you made, but no, you did that on your own. You did that. You deserve to be happy about who you are. Don't let nobody let you feel bad because you're in a lucky place right now. You're okay. It's a cycle. I mean, that's just what it. Get your head out those clouds that are chemically induced. I feel like sometimes you just, if you don't feel like thinking, or if you just don't want to be bothered with something, or you let your nerves get the best of you, and you think you have, even though you are gifted, you don't have all the time in the world to play around and be silly. You don't have time for that. You have to take this time that you have to plan for the next level of your life. This is what that moment is for. That moment is for you to get better, not for you to just lollygag and say whatever. Yes, you accomplished a lot, but what's wrong with accomplishing more? Don't say that's it. If you have time to do more, if you know there's a calling for you to do more. I mean, when Michael Jackson made the movie This Is It, he was preparing for a tour. Okay? Now just imagine how much could have been accomplished if he, just like the Michael Jackson situation almost. If you're not a Michael Jackson lover, I apologize. I don't apologize for what I'm about to say. I liked the man. I loved his music. And everybody has a bad side and get misinterpreted and everything. But personal feelings is personal feelings. That's not the point. He knew he had a message to bring, and he did whatever he could to bring it. However, he was in a lot of pain. Just as much as Prince. They both had George Michael. They both had messages of love and care. Amy Winehouse, Marvin Gaye. Think about some of these celebrities, and what is the Cody guy from Disney? Some of these musicians and actresses that have passed before their time. They like had a light about them, and it seems like everything they touched, it just boom, boom, it just blossomed and went to the next level. But they still had things they just couldn't shake, and sometimes if it got too much. Prince and Michael, they had pain in their hips, from dancing all the time, and they just got to a point to where they was taking medicine, but sometimes the medicine can have an effect on you and can change the way you think, and before you know it, without it can cause, it went too far and they couldn't catch it. But thankfully they left us a body of work that we can still rely on, and their spirit lives through that. There are more messages that you have to get out there, but now is not the time for you to call it quits. Spirit is saying you can't stop this. There's more for you to do. You're just at the beginning, or you're just at this level. Okay, you reached a point where you can stand. Now I want you to get on this ladder and climb further. Okay? No clarification on that. Stop taking risks. Okay, it's gonna cost you in the end. Remember, this card is like the Midas touch card for me. Everything you touch grows. So be the bountiful, growing person that you are. So if you continue on this path, it's gonna cost you. Okay. It may affect your health. So if you can, go to the doctor and see where you are now. As far as your health go, are you taking your vitamins, working out, things of that nature? You can't sleep. But this is your ultimate joy. You're happy when you're why are you stopping yourself from being happy? You don't want to be happy? What's wrong with you? Okay? You're making a choice to be sad. Most people don't choose to be sad. But that's what you want. What you're saying, Spirit. Okay. The Miriam, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Okay? So, what's being said here is your healing may be different from others. There is light around you. But there's no limit to what you can do. Don't think that because of what's going on that the end to your success is near. So why try? Why even continue? This is it for me. I have reached my plateau, because you have not. Continue to move forward. Press forward. There's more. I'm sorry, but there's more for you to do. There's more for you to express. There's some little person that's watching you to see how far they can go. So be that star for someone else. If you can't do it for you, do it for yourself. If you have a little brother or a little sister or a little cousin that's watching you, and maybe you need to have a conversation with them to see how they're feeling. And maybe that'll give you that new spark to continue. Okay. All right, let's get to the second reading. For the second reading, the card of the shadow is selling out. Okay. What in reference are we selling out? Cancer could be selling out on. See, her eyes are kind of like she's giving up. She's like dead on the inside. It's just like, whatever. I'm here, you're here. Okay, let's do this. Let's get this over with. All right. Bye-bye. Beautiful girl. But she just doesn't care anymore. Okay. It's time for you to get up on some things. If you didn't want to take risks before, or if you did, maybe it was from a foolish manner, and now you feel like your defenses are down. And as much as you want to move forward, you feel like you can't. You feel like you wasted energy, you're waiting on an answer to come, or hoping for something better to happen. Wishing for some help to come, trying to find a new way of protecting yourself in this situation, but with this new foundation. It's like you got to build a new foundation on things so you can get back to this energy of wanting to move forward and move and step into the light and the person that you truly are. With this Queen of Wands, feminine fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, could be a person that's coming to encourage you. You need some help finding the reasons why for you to move forward, because right now you feel like there's no reason to. You just flat up giving up. It's like, why should I move forward? Every time I did, things fell apart. Tell me about the Nine of Swords, please, Spirit. What's going on with the Nine of Swords? It's the Queen of Wands again. Yeah, you maybe someone came along, a woman. You're waiting for someone. A person, if they haven't, they will come along to provide you some help, and this help, it will allow you to move forward and do the things that you want to do for yourself and others around you and your future. But you're wondering when. But meanwhile, you need to dig deeper. Don't see things from such a shallow place. Don't be so immature in your emotions, your feelings. Yeah, because are you worried about family? You're worried about your kids. Maybe that's the reason why you're doing the things. You feel like you have to make this decision that is totally against everything that you do. Tell me about this High Priestess. Ooh, I'm sorry. It looked like somebody was in my house, but I lived by myself. Okay. Who are you worried about? Okay. There's definitely a woman that, this is a lot of females, that female energy that's involved here. Air sign woman. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Maybe they're not doing too good. You're trying to settle out of court. It's a court decision, but it's going to turn out in your favor. But are you feeling that maybe someone is trying to manipulate the situation? Whatever you're worried about and you feel like you're selling out about, if you're ready to throw in the towel about a matter, think twice. Think twice about it. That's all I'm going to say. Think twice. Go to another person for advice. Get a second opinion. Get a legal attorney. Yeah. This situation is going to allow you to be independent and walk away with the things that you need. It's going to allow you to be more self-sufficient. Don't control your temper. And family again. Okay. Check on your loved ones. Make sure everybody is all right. Use kind words when you do. And if you need help, find the balance in family and the individual. You get what I'm saying? You got to take care of you before you take care of everybody else. Otherwise, the load will get too heavy for you and you get exhausted. And maybe that's where the selling out feeling is coming from. You're feeling like you're giving too much of yourself for everyone else. And it's taking you away from doing the things that you want to do for yourself. So yeah, with this Temperance card, you need to find the balance in doing for you and doing for others. Every once in a while, you dip your toe in the things that you want to do, but then eventually someone will come hollering about something and then you have to step out of it. So you're trying to find a balance. Prepare a schedule for yourself. Take this one coin, this one pentacle, and figure out how you can break it down to where you still have time for yourself and to do the things that you need. Because of course you're going to feel like you're selling out because you're not putting any value on yourself. And if you don't value yourself, how in the hell you expect someone else to? What's the advice? Surrender. Take a break. Take a break to care for yourself. Okay, if you may have one person that's sick and you're the only one that's willing to stop by and see if they're okay, if they're all right, but you have to just eventually you have to say, okay, now it's somebody else's turn. I need a break. I'm feeling off kilter. I can't stand tall and take care of myself anymore. It's getting hard for me to sleep. I got everything coming at me at once and I'm about to fall at any given moment. I'm stressed. I don't even care anymore. I want to get away. So if y'all don't come help me so I can get my shit together, it's going to be some problems. So in this case, surrender is more like just scream for help. Don't scream at everybody, but you get what I'm saying. Say that you need help. Yeah. Get your wits about yourself and walk away from this feeling of you can handle everything, because you can't. Because at one point there were 8 cups here, but eventually the light went out on each one and they all sunk to the bottom. And you're going to eventually have to hit a point to where you say, okay, I did everything I could and now I need a break. And if you don't get this break, you're going to feel spent and you won't see the work that you're putting in to make things better. You don't have to control everything. There's no need for you to be the person that's taking care of everything. When you have other people to help you, what is your reason behind you wanting to be in control of the situation? Everything is not going to fall apart because you don't have your hands in it. That's not the way the world works. Reevaluate, why are you doing things? And once you get this new perception on things and you're able to kind of stop hanging in suspense and the help comes, and then it won't be so bad for you to let go and walk away from things at hand, you know, from the situation. You'll still feel like you have some time for yourself. But you thinking that you can do everything on your own, that's what's giving you this dead eye look inside. You don't have to be everybody's caretaker. At least not all the time. Now, if someone is really, really in need of help and you're the only person that can help them, that's a different story. But allow this help that's coming to give your mind a break from the stress. Why try to do things on your own when you can have multiple people coming in to help? This Queen of Wands keep coming out. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Someone giving you the runaround, or they making you feel like, but you're the only one that can help me. I try to get everybody else, but they just don't want to listen and can't. Especially with this High Priestess next to this Queen of Wands. It's someone who's a master manipulator. But you have to be an even stronger person and say, no, I can't. I can only carry so much. Something is going to have to fall behind. I can't pick up everything. Fight for yourself. Make those hard decisions so you can get some rest, so you can go on vacation and calm your nerves. Because eventually everything is going to start over. If you don't take this decision and this time to stand up for yourself now, when the new normal starts, it's going to be even worse for you. So nip this shit in the bud now while you can. Learn how to put yourself first now, while you have reasons and stuff available for you to do it. Okay. Card of advice is White Eagle Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Okay. So if you have a pattern, if there's a pattern in the family of hurts and it has caused you to kind of feel drained, now is the time to heal that and get the family structure back in order. This is what this moment in time is for you. Doesn't mean necessarily selling out for the family, but you need to figure out how to get things to go right, because the family is supposed to build each other up, not tear each other down, and not let one person be the whipping boy or the whipping girl or the one that is always there, because it's not healthy. It's not healthy for the person that's always coming out to help. Someone needs to check on that person too. Okay? So if you're the person that's always stepping up, the caretaker, now it's time for you to take care of yourself. Or if you're the person, if you're one of the individuals who's always benefiting from this one person that's helping, maybe it's time for you to check on them and see how they're doing. A lot of times everybody that appears strong, they have their moments too, and they need someone to check on them too. Okay? So do that and get the family structure right. And then everybody won't feel so much resentment towards this person that's always there, like Superman and Wonder Woman. And they don't feel like they have to be in control all the time, if that's the perspective you're coming from. Because I promise you, deep down, they don't want to. Or maybe they just need someone to snap their fingers and say, you don't have to control everything. Ain't nobody asked you to do that. Why are you giving me advice? I didn't ask for it. I'm just having a conversation with you. You know, things like that. Okay? All right, so those are the readings for Cancer. I'll see you guys soon, okay?